All right, no better way to start the day than with a cup of Phil's. Ambrosia of God, if you ever get a chance to try Phil's, is my favorite. Or if you want to buy me a cup, that'd be even better. And of course, you know, we had to do it with the breakfast burrito as well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see from the thumbnail, today I am going to go over the few things, little things that are wrong with this Lexus that I bought, just to catch you up to speed if you don't know, if you haven't been on the channel for a while. I just picked up this 2004 Lexus LS430, and it is not a daily driver for me. It'll be more like a, I don't know, two day a week kind of car, just something to give the Abarth 500, which I also have. If you're new to the channel, have an Abarth 500. It's to give it a break, so I'm not driving it every single day as well. And yeah, just something big and comfortable to have, something different from the other cars I have, and definitely the motorcycle. So yeah, so because it's a used car, yeah, it's gonna have little issues with it, but yeah, nothing that'll break the bank, I think. I'll go over those in just a bit. All right, here we are at the Old Niles train station, Fremont. Pretty cool. We got these trains just chilling out here. And look, there's a barrel way down there that says TNT. That's dynamite. All right, the first issue, it's not really a big issue. I'm gonna start with this one because it has its pros and cons, and normally it would be a pro, but I'll explain to you why it's kind of a con in this car. And that is, this has an aftermarket stereo. See, this goes right in here. Normally this would have a CD changer in here, and you would be able to control the CD changer from there, and even on the steering wheel as well. So actually it's back here. There's some more controllers back there, yeah. So that's the first issue, is that you can't control the stereo the way it was meant to be controlled here from the steering wheel. So because it's aftermarket, none of these work, and this big old nice button doesn't work. So you have to open this up in order to touch these little, tiny little buttons. And also because this is the Mark and Evanson stereo, the premium stereo, it should have an amplifier hooked up to it stock. And I believe just from the way the music sounds good, but it doesn't feel good, if that makes sense. It's missing that bass, that extra to it. And so yeah, it's for me, it's a con, and I really want to get that CD changer, which didn't come with this particular car, meaning the original owner, whoever changed this out, probably tossed it, sold it, or kept it, something like that. So what I'm trying to say is I don't have it. It'd be nice to find one online, get that back in completely the stock, get the stereo system sounding the way it's supposed to. And I do believe that the reason why they switched it out to this is because of the Bluetooth capabilities. And that part is actually something I get, and I like it because, you know, I like to stream my music from my phone. So it's working out. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, you know, in the morning, I'll listen to the radio, but in the afternoon, I'll throw on the Bluetooth and listen to some music that I stream from online. So that part is cool, and I totally get why they did it, but it made, you know, all this not function. It made the, you know, the whole premium sound go away for the most part, or at least the feel of it. And yeah, so that, I think, eventually will have to go. And I think they make these adapters you could connect to the original stereo so that you could have the Bluetooth capability for streaming music. That's something I'm going to look into. It's not horrible. It's, you know, it'll work for now. That'll probably be like, I don't know, like last on the list of things to do, for sure. Now, since we're down here anyways in this area, you know, again, like if you haven't seen this car before, it has heated and cooled seats, which work on the driver's side, no problem. I've been using the cooled seats a lot because California is hot. But right here, the passenger side, as you can see, the light, nothing. Oh, interesting. I just realized something. I'm hearing noise coming out of the seats. Okay. So I just figured it out. It does work. It's just the LED light that doesn't work. Well, that's great. That's good to know, that my passenger would have some nice. And I was wondering why I keep hearing sounds. Like it was from the seats the whole time. So yeah, okay. So it does work. It's just a little LED light that doesn't work, so it doesn't indicate that it's on. That's the only problem. Okay, so yeah, see, no big deal. All right, moving on. Right here, the center console. Yeah, nice and big. But here's the issue. It does not stay down. You could kind of get it to kind of settle a little bit, But let's say my arm is not resting here and I floor it, I hit the gas hard, this thing will just fly like open. It'll just, let's see if I can kind of mimic it a little bit, but it'll do something like that. I'll be like, oh, I totally forgot that it does that it's not complete lock. So that, yeah, if you guys are, if anyone that's watching has one of these cars and they've had this issue too, because one of the other cars, this wasn't the only LS I went to go check out. The other one had it, that same issue. It had that same issue where this wasn't clicking completely closed. So maybe if someone's watching, they could tell me how to fix that, and hopefully I don't have to change this whole thing, because this is in great condition. It's in like perfect condition, other than that clip not staying on. Yeah, but let's move on. All right, still on the inside, but I'm standing outside. You know, you have these clips that they clip onto here. Well, on this side, yeah, there's no clips. There's nothing to clip onto. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. Like, don't know where they are. I did find them in the ashtray, and it doesn't look like it's something that just fell out. It looks like something that is actually broke. Well, this one looks okay, but this one doesn't. This one looks a little broken. So yeah, those clips, they're not holding anything up because they're not up themselves. So yeah, I can't use this on that side because of that reason. Now climbing into the back seat some more. Yeah, see, this one works just fine. That one, yeah, no problem. The little screens, they stay up for the most part. But here is an issue. You see that? Look at that. That's loosey-goosey, baby. And because it's loose, like, so there's some times where people have sat back here and they can't get out. Like, it just won't open because of this. But it is able to open from the outside when the door's unlocked. So the good thing is that it does lock, but the bad thing is that, yeah, it's loose, and sometimes it prevents people from getting out of the car. So yeah, that's another issue. That one with the CT200 that we have, it's actually the only problem we ever had with the CT200 is that every single lock in that car has broken at least one time, minimum one time. So with this one, I'm not surprised that we have here a Lexus that has an issue with the locks. That's, yeah, like, woo, what a surprise. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but at least it's not some seat that we use a lot. But yeah, definitely something we'll have to fix later on. All right, next, I'm pretty much done with the inside. The inside, that's pretty much, as far as I know, that's all the issues. Again, the stereo not being an issue, but like more like a preference. We'll go outside and I'll show you all the little like cosmetic things that are wrong with the car. So you got your typical little scratches that you'd find in a car. That's really deep one right there. Don't know if we could just buff that out. The chrome has like little dents here and there, no big deal. Then notice how we have the Lexus cap there. Well, we're missing one on the passenger side of the front. You know, your front has a few little blemishes here and there, nothing horrible. It actually still feels smooth because it has a ceramic coating. So even though it probably shouldn't feel smooth, it does. And then I think what cosmetically is the worst, you see that right on there, it looks like at any moment this paint can chip off and maybe we'll have rust. So that is, yeah, by far the worst cosmetically what is wrong with the car. Yeah, other than that, she looks good, she runs great, everything else seems to work just fine. Although I still have to get her up on a lift and make sure everything is working properly. I only kind of looked around like the exhaust pipe area and like as much as I could see from underneath, and I saw no rust, so that's definitely a good sign. It has been a California car all its life, so that is also good to know too, that it more than likely, and in SoCal I think, so yeah, more than likely it didn't see any of those roads with the salt for the snow and all that. So yeah, overall really good, super happy with it. Now I'm just going to mention a couple things that I totally forgot to mention when I was giving you guys a tour of the car when I first presented it to you, and that is all the speakers. So you got little tweeters like this throughout. And one that I didn't know is right here on the A pillar, or the B pillar I should say, and it works really good. So right here on the pillar, there's where my head would be, and you could really hear that thing. It is super good, super clear, really nice stereo system. There's a couple of tweeters on the dash, on the pillars, and you got your speakers on the doors. Yeah, another tweeter on the door, speaker on the door, and then your other tweeter right there. So I should probably keep this open Yeah, really cool. Another thing I forgot to show you guys last time is that the middle seat also has a headrest. Yeah, another thing I forgot to show you guys last time. Oh, something else I forgot to mention up front, and that is this piece of vinyl right here. So just seeing images of other LS430s is that after some time this plastic all gets scratched up. So I think the original owner did is just covered it up with this piece of like carbon vinyl. It's kind of it if you really look at it, it throws things off because there's nothing else here that's even remotely close to carbon vinyl or carbon fiber. It's all wood grain, you know, it's all real wood throughout the steering wheel, all that. It's all wood. So it kind of throws it off, but it does look better than the all scratched up. The all scratched up makes the car look really dated. All right, so I'm going to do a video in the future of what I want to do with this car as far as modifications and also some of the fixes I want to do. But in the meantime, if one of you that's watching or some of you that are watching have one of these cars and you have some of these issues or you had some of these little issues, yeah, please let me know how you went about fixing them or replacing them, or if you haven't done it yet, maybe, yeah, we can figure it out together or something. That's gonna do it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please share with anyone that might like this type of content. Comment below. If you haven't already done so, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.